And welcome to this edition of the DRF Watch, the final installment. Dawn Lupo with you here from the Queen's Plate draw. It is time, post position set for the 160th running of the Queen's Plate. With more on the field, let's go to Woodbine's Jeff Bratt and Daily Racing Forum's Alex Campbell.
Well, Alex, I guess the real storyline from the post position draw, the filly post position number 1 and the favorite Avies Flatter all the way up post position number 14.
Yeah, Desert Ride drawing the one post was a little surprising, I guess, during the draw. There were a few positions on the outside. The connections opt to go inside. I think it makes sense for them, though. She's a filly that likes to come from off of the pace anyway. So maybe the thinking here is she can save a bit of ground, tip out, kind of turning for home and make her, that run that she unleashed in the Woodbine Oaks. With Avies Flatter, it's a tough draw. He was the last one picked, so they kind of got stuck with the outside. But, I think the connections are familiar with this. They had it a few years back with Amy's Holiday. He drew 15, ran into a bit of trouble. I'm not sure he was going to beat Lexi Lou that day in 2014 anyway, but he ran second. So, hopefully he can work out a trip from that far outside post, and he's the favorite. So we'll see if he's got that big run in him.
Lots of strategy to be decided on the track. Of course, lots of discussion beforehand as to what may or may not happen. The connections, we're discussing things here at the Queen's Plate draw. With more on that, let's go back to Jeff and Alex.
They often say pace makes the race. A mile and a quarter is a long way to go. On paper, Alex, it seems like one bad boy is going to be on the front end. Federal law potentially could show some speed, or maybe not, according to trainer Mark Cassey.
Yeah, Mark Cassey stepped up on the podium to select post 7 for federal law, and stated very clearly that he will not be on the lead in the Queen's Plate. So we'll have to see how that goes once the gates finally open. But yeah, exactly to your point, it kind of sets up on paper that maybe one bad boy is the lone speed shipping in from California. I'm always wary, though, in the Queen's Plate, sometimes it looks like you have a lone speed horse on paper, but, 30,000 people in the grandstand behind us, and there may be a horse or two that kind of pop out of nowhere and really try to, take the race to the rest of the field. Who those horses are right now, I couldn't tell you. Like we said, we think one bad boy is lone speed on paper, but that's something I'm always wary of on plate day. You think it's going to be 24-48. Ends up being 23-46, so we'll kind of see how it goes in the early portions of the race. But yeah, I'm just always wary of lone speed and a slow pace on Queen's Plate Day. It never seems to materialize the way you think it does.
Excitement in the air, everyone anticipating the big day. I can't wait. Check in on Twitter. You can have your say on who you like, the Woodbine TB account. Saturday, June the 29th, right here from Woodbine Racetrack. Join us for the 160th running of the Queen's Plate. Thank you for watching the DRF Watch.